All right, guys, we'll have questions for Geno.
Geno, how good did it feel to be back on the field with Pete? How good did it feel to be back on the field with Pete?
It felt great to be back on the field, not just with Coach, but with all the guys. First day of training camp is always the funnest day, man. Just getting back out there, and I thought we had a really good practice. I thought guys were flying around. I thought it was a real good day.
Yeah, you can't start without starting day one. What were your impressions?
I thought we did some really good things out there. I thought we were great at the line of scrimmage, used a lot of cadence, and overall, man, a lot to improve on. So, it's just the first day. We call it the acclimation day. So, really just getting back into it, and I thought guys did a great job. Practice felt smooth out there, and that's what you want.
Now that you've had a chance to kind of digest Chip Kelly's offense a bit more, what are some of the things that really stand out to you about how it kind of works to your strengths?
Yeah, I think Chip has done a great job, number one, with implementing his style of play. We want to be tough, we want to be physical, we want to attack the line of scrimmage. He's doing a great job scheme-wise, putting us in position to make plays. We've got a lot of great weapons on offense, so he's putting the guys in positions to make plays. And you can see it out there from day one, man, just the guys who are touching the ball and, getting in open space. And I think Chip's been doing a great job of just helping us get better, and it's only going to improve as we go.
Yesterday, Coach Carroll talked about the importance of having you be a leader on this team. When you're a guy that's coming in, being a newcomer to the team, only being around for a few months, how do you approach that as a player, kind of earning the respect of the guys, even though you're somebody that's proving yourself in the league?
Yes, sir. Every day is about proving yourself, and it's about, in this league, every day you got to prove yourself, not only to your guys, but to the rest of the league and to yourself. And so for me, when you come into a new team, you got to set the standard, set the example, and it's through hard work, and so I wanted to make sure that my guys know that I was going to be here 100% of the time, going to put all the work in, going to maximize our resources, and just really put our best foot forward. And so for me, I think leadership is a natural thing. I'm not a big, like I always say, I'm not a big talker. I just want guys to, kind of follow me through example. And I just try to push myself, push the guys, and I let the rest handle itself.
Something Pete also said yesterday, he wanted to get these younger guys really acclimated to you and your game and compliment you. What are some things that you say to like an Ashton or a Jack or Dante to really kind of help them get acclimated to your game?
I think repetition is always going to be the thing for me. The more we can get in the classroom together and I can talk to these guys and help them see what I'm seeing, the more I can talk protections with Ashton and allow him to continue to see the game and get faster with his processing, and then just getting out on the field. Going through it out there on the field, getting all the reps that we can, getting reps after practice, just doing all the extra little things that we can do to get better and get those guys up to speed. I think they've done a great job so far, but again, we still got a long ways to go.
You talked about that with some of the young receivers. You got a lot of rookies that are going to play a lot. Where's the line between like teaching them what's expected, but also, hey, you've got to know what's expected. You're going to be in the game.
Yeah, I think those guys are doing a great job already, and it's definitely you got to be a pro. You got to be a pro. You got to know what you're doing. You can't get on the field if you don't know what to do. And a lot of these guys, like I said, these young guys are. They've come right in and they just picked it right up and just been going with us. They're slowly becoming vets, and that's what we need. We're going to count on these guys. We need those guys to make plays. We're going to uplift them, and it's our job as vets to make sure they're ready. And so I'll take that personal, and I want to make sure all those guys do a great job.
Earlier this summer, or even in OTAs, I think you said something to the effect of, it doesn't matter how many years it's been, there's always areas you're trying to get better. What this training camp, what are some of those points of emphasis for you where you feel like you can make a leap?
Man, I think it all starts with fundamentals for me. Just being fundamentally sound, making sure that everything that Coach Olsen is coaching us to do, we're getting it done. And then for me, always completions. It's all about production. I'm always finding ways to get better, whether that's on the field or off the field. It could be leadership as well. I think Alex Guerrero has done a great job with me with just the leadership aspect and helping me continue to develop as a leader. And so every part of my game has to improve. I can't pinpoint one thing because I think that's it's kind of taken away from everything else. We work hard on this practice field, and we come out here to get better, and that's what I try to do.
What are your biggest impressions working with Ashton and Brock so far?
Great players. Ashton is a smooth, running back out of the backfield. We've seen what he can do, against contact and breaking tackles. And the thing that's, really impressing me is his ability to catch out of the backfield. He's a real natural in that aspect. And then I think Brock, man, he's an all-pro as a rookie. He's one of the better tight ends in the NFL. I can't get him the ball enough. I feel bad every time I don't throw him the ball. So, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm maximizing his ability, his talent, because that's going to help our team.
Geno, it's early, but what are your thoughts on the defense so far?
Man, ballers. shoot, man, we got the who's on defense. I mean, you think about all the guys we got, just the new acquisitions, along with the guys that have been on the team. We got a really great defense on paper, and I think those guys are going to come along really well. It's our job to push them and attack them every day, and try and make them better, and they're going to do the same for us. So I think that we got a really good defense, and I think slowly but surely they're going to show that.
Geno, Pete said last year was a year of clarity for him and really valuable for him. Does he seem any different to you, or what have you seen from him? Has he learned anything?
Yeah, Pete doesn't seem different at all. I'm pretty sure he's learned a lot. That's just the way that he is. He's always trying to improve, and I think, for me as, just a player, just seeing him, man, it's just great to see the energy that he continues to bring every single day. Our first team meeting was just jacked up, and, guys are, just, losing their minds in there. But, Pete, he loves it, and I think, he's only going to continue to get better as a coach because that's his mindset, that's the way he works.
Last two guys, last
Geno,
two.
Year 13 for you. You've been around some centers throughout your career. How do you develop that chemistry with a second-year guy in Jackson Powers Johnson? What do you do to create that chemistry that you're going to need for this season?
Yeah, I think Jackson and I have already developed a tight bond, and from the minute I signed to the team, he flew out to Miami, and we were able to just kind of sit down and talk, just get to know him as a person. Love that guy. He's an extremely hard worker. Him and Max are like tied at the hip. Those guys work every single day. It's about repetition with us, so a lot of film work, a lot of classroom work, and he's doing a great job already. But for us, man, it's just about getting better each and every day and staying focused.
How do you like Miami?
I think he liked it. He told me he liked it.
Geno,
Last question, guys. Last question.
Pete said yesterday he already has expectations to win a lot of games, not just improve upon last year's win total, but have a winning record. Are your expectations already in line with Pete's too, already in training camp?
Yes, sir. As a great man once said, just win, baby. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to win, and again, it's about what we do every single day, winning habits, creating a winning mentality. That's something we're doing already. So we just got to take it one day at a time, one step at a time.
Thanks, Geno.
Thank you, guys.